everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Kat, and I am the Bookish Halfling. And today's video is a review of the book Bone Ships by R.J. Barker. This was another library read, and if it wasn't obvious, the reason I picked it up is because, yes, it has to do with ships and sailing and dragons. A dragon. To put it simply, this book is about a world where their ships are literally built from the bones of sea dragons, but due to that fact, most people believe they have been hunted to extinction, but suddenly the main character hears that there is in fact one left, and he is dragged along on a mission to protect that dragon and keep it from being killed and its bones used to build ships to further a war. That was a messy explanation. But for some reason on this channel I don't read the official blurbs. Okay, so what are my thoughts? Starting off, this book was rather slow to get anywhere. It had a very slow start. They didn't really get into the plot until close to like halfway into the book. Which, like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind slow beginnings. I'm totally cool with taking your time to like develop characters in the world before things actually start happening. However, it usually works best when there's interesting characters to follow. Okay, so the main character, Joran, I am afraid to say a lot of these names in words, but his is one of the easiest. Joran kind of starts out very bland, and I think that's the point. Like, he definitely grows and becomes a lot more interesting, but it takes some time. And yeah, he starts out feeling very bland and just like kind of a drag to follow along. He doesn't have any charm. There's no anything particularly stand out about him, which again may kind of be the point. But yeah, it was really hard to follow. It wasn't even like he was an annoying person. It wasn't even that. He was just, again, just like, there wasn't really anything there at all for a good while. Again, he did get better, and I liked him by the end of the book, but it took his time. There is another major character who doesn't get a point of view, but she's there constantly, whose name I've been pronouncing as Mias. I have no idea if that's actually how you're supposed to say that, but I've been pronouncing it that way. And I liked her. She was really interesting. She was really cool. I appreciate her. I respect her, as everyone should. And she definitely helped me stick with it, even when it was really hard to follow, because Joran was just so dry. Mia's definitely helped a lot. She definitely added some flavor that helped keep me interested in the book and actually keep reading it. There were a handful of minor characters that had some interesting aspects, but no one else was really very focused on. And that's another problem. Is I love books with like big casts where you can see so much of each different character's personality and life and story. So like when there's a bunch of characters but no one's really focused on or fleshed out, it's kind of disappointing. And again, that was another point with this book, is that I didn't love how little focus there was on like anyone else. There was also the again, the word I've been saying in my head as Golaim. That sounds wrong to even say that. Galaim. The wind bird sing. I liked that. That one was very interesting. That was definitely something I did not expect to like, but actually found very intriguing. So that was interesting. That was cool. And the setting was definitely very interesting and pretty unique and set apart from a lot of other things I've read. Yeah, that the world definitely had me pretty invested, more so than the characters did, to be honest. And like the setup itself and having to like protect this like last dragon, that was a really cool idea. And of course, it was super fun to like have a story largely set on ships and like dealing with sailing. That was really cool. I love that. It was a little confusing because the author kind of used different terms for almost every single aspect of the ship. Almost everything from the ship itself to the like positions on board the ship had a different name to what I'm used to. And it was almost annoying, but it was also kind of fun to try to like translate each of the words he's using to the words I know. So that was interesting. Overall, I'd give this maybe a 3 out of 5. It wasn't fantastic, but I didn't dislike it. It's the first of a series, and I probably won't be continuing the series anytime soon. Maybe someday I would, but it's not a priority by any means. It didn't end on a cliffhanger too, which is nice. But like, it also feeds into like, I don't need to read the next book right away because there wasn't a cliffhanger. It ended pretty decently. Like, definitely promise of lots more to come. But yeah, so those are my thoughts. If you read this book, let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. and I'll see you in the next video.